Hi, Rogue Perfumer here, Maui, Hawaii, here to share with you today a little information on how perfumers smell. That is, on a smelling strip. So I have some smelling strips here, and these are just made out of a thick cardstock. Usually all the perfume counters have them, all the perfumers have them, and you always want to mark what you're smelling on the smelling strip. Really important, because if you come back later, you fall in love with something all over again, you don't know what in the heck it is. So be sure and write what you're smelling on your smelling strip. And I have some Pikaki jasmine, also known as Sambak jasmine here. Essential oil. This is the real authentic oil. These are not synthetics. This is really the real thing. And so you take your smelling strip, or if it was a bottle of perfume at the perfume counter, you would either spray this, or here I would dip this in. Of course, these have to be extremely clean because you don't want to taint whatever it is you're smelling, right? So I'm going to hold it up to my nose. And I really take a really big, long whiff if I can. I really prepare myself. I also want to mention that I try to do vitamin C before I start smelling something. Vitamin C is a natural antihistamine. I talk about this a little bit in my book. And no dairy for about 24 hours before I smell anything. And I can feel the chi moving in my body right now. It's really amazing. I know this is real because I can feel my chi just moving all throughout my body. It's really incredible. I can feel the chi moving up through my spine. I can feel the chi in my head. My brain, my skull starts tingling. It's really a fantastic feeling. It's amazing. And this is the feeling that I want when I smell something really incredible, like Sambak jasmine, which I'm lucky enough today to have a little plant here. I don't know if you can see this flower bud. I have one, and they don't last very long. So yeah, I really love this jasmine. I also, if I can, try to compare the real flower with the essential oil. Also, too, I have a night blooming jasmine here, and it is not in bloom because it's during the day. It will bloom hopefully tonight, and I can smell that. So different species, there are different forms of jasmine all over the planet Earth, and all of them I think are really incredible. But I particularly love the Sambak jasmine. So between smells, essential oils, perfumes, whatever, sometimes I will smell some coffee beans. And you can use whatever coffee bean that you like. I have a particular bean that I like from a different part of the world, but use whatever you have. If you don't like the smell of coffee, you can use a wool rag or a sock or a towel up in your face. Just take a whiff of that, and it kind of clears your nasal passages. Also, too, whenever I'm working with essential oils, and especially big containers of synthetics or synthetic isolates or raw chemicals, whatever I'm working with, I try and use protective lenses. They're really important, and I have these in my lab. I do believe in these things. They're great. Make sure you're protected at the side of your eyes too. Here's just a different type that you can use, and always make sure the sides of your eyes are protected. You definitely don't want to get essential oils in your eyes. Definitely not good for your eyes. And let's see what else. Yes, a couple of different ways to smell. Is you can also move the smelling strip back and forth across your nose, and sometimes that can just kind of give you a little different way of smelling as well. And also, too, a lot of perfumers will do what I call the salt and pepper shake on the smelling strip, and you can just tap it and smell that way, and that can be fabulous too. Another strange and interesting way of smelling is smelling from one nostril to the other, one side of your nostril to the other. It's amazing how differently you can smell in each nostril. And depending on your genetic makeup, or if you have any kind of health issues or nasal polyps or whatever, you will smell differently in your nose. And also too, for the ladies, you will smell differently at different times of your monthly cycle. So you would have to take notes to figure out the best time for you to be sniffing and smelling at the perfume counter or essential oils. And speaking of notes, it is so important to take notes. As a matter of fact, that's what inspired me to write this book, is I had so many notes that I had to put them in some kind of book, because I am just so meticulous and anal about the notes that I take. And you will find that if you're making perfumes, that you will go back to your notes. And it's really important to take really great notes. You don't want to just keep repeating and repeating yourself. So thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe, check out my other videos, and I hope to meet you someday. Remember, the planet is your perfume playground.